Comparatives and superlatives. The comparative is a comparison between two or more objects, things, or people, with each the other expressing superiority, equality, or inferiority. On the other hand, the superlative expresses the characteristics in its maximum degree. Examples: number one, I can find my most comfortable jeans. Number two, my house is larger than hers. And number three, your dog runs faster than Jim's dog.
Articles. In English, there are three articles, a and an and. Articles we use before an equivalent step at the adjectives. The definite articles used before noun indicate the indefinite or the noun is reader. The indefinite article we use before a noun in general when it's identified I not know. There are situations with a text no article. We use the article indicate the specific member a group of category. For example, I think an animal in the garage. That man is scrolling. We are looking in apartment.
When you guess something, you estimate or conclude something. Without enough informal to be sure of its veracity, asking people to guess something. If you want to ask people to guess something, you may use the following expression. For example, have a guess or take a guess, and making guesses, I guess or my guess. Use of like as a verb meaning enjoy. We just like to talk about things or people which annoy or feel positive about. Like plus noun phrases. For example, I like Sarah, but I don't like her brother much. Like plus ing, I like swimming before breakfast, or he likes telling jokes. Like plus two infinitive, she likes to go and see her parents at the weekend, or I don't like to cycle in the dark. Like as a preposition meaning similar to. Like means similar to, we often use it with verbs or of the sense such as look, sound, feel, taste, same. My sister is like my mother. I think this tastes like coconut. That looks like Marco's car. Like as a conjunction. In informal context, we can use like as a conjunction instead of as. Traditional grammar books consider this use of like incorrect. Like any good cookbook will tell you, don't tell the milk boil. Asking for an example, like what? In speaking, we often use like what to ask or for an example. A. Some really funny things happen on the last day of school. B. Funny things like what?
Present and past passive. It is used when you want to give more importance to the object of the sentences, not the subject. The present passive is formed with the auxiliary is and are, while the past passive is made with was and were. Examples: number one, English is spoken all over the world. Number two, the floors are washed every day. And number three, I was bitten by a dog a few days ago. And number four, the mistakes were corrected by the teachers.
Complaining. Complaining are expensive of this for anyone's irresponsible addiction or assent by the speak unfavorable. Suppose you want to complain about the pizzas you have the order because it's too silly. What are the expressions needed to express the responsible explains? They are expressing to you complaining. I have complaint to make. Sorry to bother you, but I'm sorry to say this, but I'm afraid I've got a complaint about. For example, I'm afraid got a complaint about your child. I'm afraid there is the problem with the servants in hotel. Excuse me, about are explaining my food.